After weeks of going viral on TikTok and dominating meme culture, the team behind Family Guy has reportedly spoken. Sort of. While there's no official statement, insiders say the writers are standing by their savage Disney takedown, especially the part that subtly dragged Rachel Zegler's Snow White meltdown. They haven't said her name. They didn't have to. A single scene with a roller coaster labeled Disney stock crashing in the background and Peter Griffin yelling, "What is everything?" was more than enough. It hit a nerve, a cultural nerve, and the writers knew it. Sources close to the show say the message from the writers' room was simple. We said what everyone's thinking, and for many that was true. The chaos surrounding Disney's live-action Snow White remake had reached a boiling point, and Rachel Zegler's interviews had become a lightning rod. Her dismissive takes on the original film, The Prince, and the entire fairy tale concept made her the perfect, if unspoken, target. In a matter of days, Zegler wasn't just an actress. She became a symbol, a stand-in for everything people felt was wrong with Hollywood's modern storytelling. Overly sanitized, corporate-approved, and hollow. The Family Guy episode didn't just poke fun at Disney. It diagnosed a cultural breakdown, and fans, they ran with it. Every frame of the episode got dissected. TikToks were flooded with mashups of Peter's existential meltdown and Rachel's viral interviews. Twitter turned into a battlefield of side-by-sides. The phrase, "What is everything?" exploded into a meme, slapped on shirts, edited into trailers, and even used in political debates. It wasn't just a joke anymore. It became a banner. A meme-turned message, and at the center of it all, without ever being named, stood Rachel Zegler.
Do I have to?
You want to be a star, don't you? Then take it off! Yeah, that's nice.
In the era of cancel culture, call-outs, and endless clapbacks, Family Guy did something far more devastating. They stayed quiet. No comment, no apology, no clarification. Just one brutally timed episode and radio silence. And that silence spoke volumes. The genius wasn't in what they showed. It was what they implied. No cutaway gag of Rachel Zegler. No cartoon version of her giving a TED Talk on feminism. But audiences connected the dots anyway. The collapsing Disney stock roller coaster. Peter wandering Disneyland like he's lost his soul. It wasn't subtle. It was surgical. Insiders say this strategy is classic Family Guy. Say just enough to spark the fire, then step back and let the internet do the rest. And it worked. TikTok lit up. Edits of Rachel calling the prince a stalker were cut next to Peter's breakdown. YouTube commentators didn't wonder if she was the target. They assumed it. What was supposed to be a satire of Hollywood's obsession with identity. First storytelling quickly turned into an indirect roast of Zegler. By proxy, she became the face of everything fans felt had gone wrong, from rewritten fairy tales to characters that no longer felt like themselves. And Family Guy gave them the perfect line to sum it all up. What is everything? That's the brilliance of it. The writers never risked a direct hit. They just left breadcrumbs. And the internet turned it into a feast. Meanwhile, those conchi behind the show reportedly watched the chaos unfold with a kind of quiet satisfaction. Because when a cartoon says more truth in 30 seconds than a $250 million movie, something's off. And Family Guy knew exactly what it was. Family Guy was a scalpel, then South Park brought a chainsaw. Before Peter Griffin even set foot in a collapsing Disneyland, South Park detonated the entire conversation with their special, joining the Panderverse. This wasn't satire with a wink. This was full-on fire. The episode introduced a character clearly inspired by Kathleen Kennedy, Disney's head of all things Star Wars and more. She's given a magical item called the Panderstone, letting her inject a strong, diverse woman into every major franchise, regardless of story, logic, or audience. And then came that line. Kennedy, arms in the air, announces with robotic pride, "Put a chick in it and make her gay." That line didn't just trend, it defined the critique. It became the go-to quote for anyone trying to explain why modern blockbusters feel more like lectures than escapism. According to insiders, even Disney execs were caught off guard. South Park didn't hold back. Multiverse Cartmans were dropped into woke-overloaded versions of every franchise. Classic characters were replaced with hollow, politically correct clones. And the satire didn't just attack diversity for diversity's sake. It torched the fear driving it. The fear of Twitter backlash. The fear of losing cultural relevance. The fear of looking problematic. Together, Family Guy and South Park delivered a 1-2 punch that left Disney reeling. One used silence, the other used a megaphone. But both tapped into the same frustration, that the magic of storytelling is getting smothered by corporate agendas. And for audiences tired of being scolded instead of entertained, those episodes didn't just feel funny, they felt like relief.